Back to SGA. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Wembanyama, left side. Shoots over Holmgren. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now, here's Holmgren.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Pass to Wembanyama. And they pick up 2.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Down low. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things.
The Thunder, 13.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Daigneault said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back over to you guys.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Okay, thank you, Allen. SGA into the lane. He can't get that one to fall. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
Here's SGA. After the basket by San Antonio. And it's Williams throwing it down.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Thunder trailing by 6. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Fades away. Off the left rim and out. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And it's the Thunder with the ball. 6-point game. Screen by Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. And I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves. And the timing, too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets when that shot is available.
Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they got to bring the double team on it.
Isaiah.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
First team.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Tim, and maybe I'm asking the wrong guy this, but are teams relying too much on the three-point shot?
Well, I do think there are nights I feel it becomes a little redundant, but the skill level of these players, Kevin, has led us here. More guys are capable of making that deep shot, so I don't see it going away anytime soon.
And the skill required to do it, no one knows that more than you. The skill required is just something else.
Consistency is what teams are looking for.
Thunder trailing by 9. Williams in the post. And it's Williams with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Williams. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Inside. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And not much you can do besides foul Wemby when he gets that deep.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Holmgren. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. It's Fox with the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Assistant.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
And so we conclude the first half. Spurs lead by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Spurs leading by 8. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started. And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
6 to shoot. Back to Holmgren. Off target from outside. Outside, Fox. Pass to Olynyk. Now Cornette. Good work there as it goes. Cornette's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision. I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
It's Fox with the drive. Pass to Cornette. To the inside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Fox, no good. Thunder trailing by 8. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by SGA.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Pass to Cornette. Fox with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. And that one is stuffed right through.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So both teams changing it up here. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing here by 8. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. And he gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 24.
How about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Hartenstein. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
Spurs leading by 8. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Nobody near Barnes. San Antonio again missing. We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low. He can handle the basketball, shoots the three, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Kevin, back to you.
Sharing the ball. Allie, as always, we appreciate the reporting. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
And here's Harper from the arc. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Both teams will make substitutions. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Substitution. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off the shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. San Antonio leading by 12. Off the inbound. Can't capitalize inside. Wallace outside. And stolen by Barnes. Outside Fox. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's San Antonio. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in
Oklahoma City. 34.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
And that's the blueprint right there to getting back in the game. They've got to play racehorse basketball from here on out.
Johnson in the corner. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer is right on target. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game. Holmgren the screen. And the dunk by SGA.
in a three-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GAE gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
The Spurs making a switch here. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their minds that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
On a dime, Shea got right where he wanted for that shot.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Using his size out of the backcourt, Gilgeous-Alexander. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Holmgren with the steal. Now Williams. And he jams it in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Oh, he jams it in, leaving no room for error.
And great recognition. Holmgren saw the open floor and took advantage.
Here's Barnes. Now Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. Oh, Wembanyama. Too easy.
How about the young fella? Wembanyama with a big-time bucket.
SGA. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Fox. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Holmgren. Wembanyama reels it in. The Spurs with the lead. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. Now Wembanyama. 16 feet away. He kicks it to go.
It's easy to get a good look from mid-range when you tower above everyone. Wembanyama.
Outside Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Toward outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Spurs ball.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now Wembanyama. Holmgren rips down the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander. A huge two-handed slam.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Well, they're in a tough spot now. They need points and stops.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
Wembanyama fires. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll get going at... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. Barnes with it. Now Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen. And there's the dunk.
Not giving up on the play. Great job by Keldon to absorb the contact and still get the bucket.
Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. And that one is good.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the try. Another chance. Wembanyama reels it in. Spurs leading by 5. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Second team foul.
Thunder trailing by 8. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren, outside SGA. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Caruso. No good, unable to end this run. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Wembanyama, outside. Off the glass.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Here's SGA. Outside, Caruso. Harper with the steal.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for San Antonio.
And I guess they waited for overtime to break out the big guns. It's not even close in this extra period.
It's funny that after 4 quarters of really looking like this was a pick-em game, overtime was a complete beatdown. I can't say that I saw that coming.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Harper with the steal.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy. And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
They probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that